Hello, welcome back. Last time I made some parade rocket fuel. These continue to not be much of an issue past the first one. Aether detector, let's go. Long have alchemical researchers theorized about an element called aether. Oh, is this that weird thing I saw in Sigmar's Garden too, I wonder? And many are the experiments that have been devised to attempt to isolate it. One particularly dogmatic professor at Imperial University believed it could be detected by repeatedly constructing and deconstructing a specific material. Wait a minute. Is this going to be another of those? Theorizing that small errors in the process would, on rare occasions, result in the element's fortuitous appearance. To this end, he created a large number of production cabinets and ran them day and night. Alas, the process has yielded no results, and aether remains firmly in the realm of theory. The recent discovery of quintessence has led most alchemists to believe that quintessence and aether are one and the same. And the mysterious fifth element has indeed been identified. Yeah, this is the thing I saw, probably. So that's quintessence then? But there are a small number, like this particular professor, who stubbornly persist in believing that aether is something else and is still waiting to be uncovered. Nikolai, if you are reading this, it is time to put that idea to rest. Man, what a call-out. Alright, so yeah, it's another of these. Take it apart, put it back together, shove it through one conduit. Oh, this is going to take, like, no time? I shouldn't say things like that. Alright. Peel an orange, squeeze it through a hole, put its peeling back on. In this amount of space. Okay. Can do. Probably. I can probably even do it with one non-piston arm. Well, two non-piston arms. That's what I suspect. I might be wrong. But I might not. Oh, well, now this layout... With all these bonds in here, I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to. I mean, I can move the conduit, yes. And I might want to, like, here maybe. So that I can, like... grab onto this and like unbond in a thing here. Let's see how far I can get with this. I guess I'd want to grab, well, no. What will I want to do? If I were to take these actions, it breaks a bond. Oh, you're gonna pop back in and super get in my way. That's annoying. Okay. There are ways around this. First of all, you're totally gonna need to be a piston. And that should be sufficient for everything I need. I don't know about on this end. There won't be... I won't have the same problem over here. It'll be much nicer about it. You will need to be able to reach some things. Would this be more comfortable? It's the same. So, no. And in fact, it's one extra move that I'd have to make, so no. Is it? I don't know. This is fine. This should be fine with the bonding here. No, it won't. Bonding here, maybe? Plausible. I kind of find myself wanting symmetry. Let's make some symmetry. Sure. Okay. So if this is going to work just like that, then you'll grab right. No, actually it was better the other way, because of you being there with that. So you'd release, extend, grab, then just do all the pivoting. That's too much pivoting and it's also wrong, and why are you there? So yeah, that's cool, but it's still all bonded in the center. What would it look like if I did this? Okay, so that's the point at which... Okay, so right then, instead of another pivot, I am totally just playing this by ear. I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of following my nose. It's fine. So let's see about that. So have some air. This is going to end with something here that I can't reach. I think? I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to have a problem. Let's continue with this for a bit. Number 2 needs to just, like, get stuff out of the way. Yeah, I have some unreachable stuff now. If I go back a step... things I could do. I could grab this and retract, which would do nothing. I could grab this and pivot this way, which might do something. Let's try that. No, now everything's all jammed up. I could relocate this glyph of unbonding. What happens if I put it there? Ooh. I'm intrigued. So, after the first one of those, you would then do this stuff. This looks kinda good. Wait, you're still bonded. Yeah, and pivoting around that way would put that in an unreachable spot. Something I observe about this is the whole thing could totally go up here, giving me a little more space for other things. Like, for example, tracks down here so that I could reach different spots. Tracks, you say. More like track. I could add more arms. Don't want to yet. I think actually if I would just do one little track here, put this back there, then I could probably reach all the stuff I needed to reach. Okay, so putting that back there means I get another pivot here. I strongly suspect that with this layout, I can do everything I need. You might need something more here, but for now, I'm going to attempt to assemble things that way. So yeah, ideally I'd want the salt to be the... No, not the last one that goes through. Ooh, I want the salt early, or you're going to need another bonder, probably. And if you need another bonder, then you probably... the arm needs to reach something else somewhere, somehow. Okay, so have some of that. Instead of this, no, you want to keep on rotating, so you don't want to extend. So we're doing this again. Okay, so now I have this little separated thing here, which I can now reach by doing that. Yeah, that's completely fine. Okay, so first... you do that, Then you go minus, extend, grab, retract, pivot, plus, right, release, left, minus, grab, minus, extend, grab, retract, release. Then I don't know what the state of anything is, and also 2 needs to be sweeping up the items that are coming through here. So here's the next one. I think this will be the next one. I'm just going to put these out of the way for now. Alright, so I think I've cleared room for this conduit to stay open. I'll worry about the other end after I've figured out this end. So I now have something disconnected here, which I can do that with to extract it. Ooh, before I do anything else, I'm going to change my action that I'm taking here. You're going to extend, grab, pivot right, retract, right, release. So now I've fed you some salt. Okay, so left, minus, extend, grab, retract, release, extend, grab, retract, resets. Now, the order that I've put those things in is probably not super great. It might be serviceable, though. Let's find out. Also, let's see, I dropped a thing in there, and you're all full of stuff already. But let's just see, like, where this comes. So air first. Hang on. Well, let me see how far I can go with this exactly as it is. So you get air, down arrow, fire, so going around this way, then earth, still going around that way, cool. Then the salt, with still room to put it in, and then pivot this around such that I can get around it, so I think I'm good on that. Then yeah, you grab that, put it through, and I assume the rest of the instructions are fine for those others. Okay, great. So we start with air. Then we get the death. You're not... Okay, you're going to be kind of racing, and you're going to lose that race, by the way. Oh, also, if air's coming in first... You kind of want to, like, loop around this way, don't you? Because if I'm going this way, then I'm reversing the direction of rotation. I mean, okay, so for the air, then you would do this first. For the down arrow, the Moors, you want to actually go all the way around. Left, 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 left. Is that really necessary? Well, if you're being fed in that order, then yes, I think so. So you have to release, left, grab. Yeah, you're going to be a little behind. This might have to wait for you at some point, but not necessarily yet. Okay, left, 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 left. So that's release. Left, grab, pivot, pivot. That sounds wrong. Let's see what I'm actually doing. Okay. Oh yeah, that's completely wrong. It's not release, left, grab, pivot, pivot. It's... something else. What is it exactly? So while you're sitting on that glyph of bonding, the next thing I need to do is to have water up here, more's here, then rotate the fire into place here. So it's just pivot right, turn left. And then reset. Okay, great. This should be identical to that, and you can do it immediately, I think. Actually, the next one should also be identical, and you can do it immediately, I think. So this is my assembly line. That looks like what I want it to look like. Salt will be something different, but salt is not yet. Salt is now. Oh, you have the inner bonds to worry about too. I think I can take care of that just by putting a glyph of bonding in here. And doing this action a whole bunch of times. I am still being judged on cost, yes, so it is in my interest, to some extent at least, to keep this from being a piston arm, which I'm fairly certain I can. You wanted to pivot right once more before doing that. So now do that normal procedure and see where it puts you. So you're there, you pivot like this. Ah! Well, you're gonna have to wait a moment. Just this long. Can you get away with doing this? You should be able to, right? I think conduit transport might be a bit more immediate than swinging this out of there, though, so I think you might, yeah, you need some space. Oh, and also, so that is true, and also I had it off by one more than I thought. Salt coming in, salt goes there. So then you release left, pivot left. Reset. Am I not missing an atom here? I'm not, because there's one sitting there. You're just going to have to wait until here to do that. Also, those are the wrong instruction. There, I fixed it. Alright, so what was my pattern for this? Pivot right, turn left, pivot right. Not pivot right, because that was for the salt. Okay, so let's see where that gets me. You didn't grab. That's a problem. Okay, that looks good. Alright, fine. So slow your thing. Wait, what? Okay, that makes sense. And then you still need the reset, grab left, 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 left. And you'll still also need the pivot right, left, left. Oh, hold on, no, just one left. Okay, and what state does that put you in? How's that order? Let me just rotate this around and compare. The order is correct. Good. Depending on what I grab that by, I guess it'll probably be the water, then I'd probably want this here like this. Well, I don't know yet, but the order is correct. I don't know what the best rotation of this is. I do need another glyph of bonding in here. If I just, like, put one... in one of these two places. I don't know which one. Let's try here. Let's see what it does. It'll be nothing until the salt is in there, but then things might start happening. There we go. Yes, I like that. That was not a bond. This will be. Okay, so just kind of repeat that action. Let's see, 1, 2 more times. So then I'll be holding by the moors, like this. So repeat that action being release, left, grab, no wait. No, release right. Grab, pivot right, left? How is this? Release, right, pivot right, left. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Release, right, grab, pivot right, left. Hey. Okay, then right, pivot left, right, I think? And possibly done? Missing a bond. Gotta do it again. That's fine. Which means you need to rotate, probably. Oh, I had an extra pivot, okay. So it should be just this, and done, right? And there we go, that's a product. Cool. Okay. This felt a little less humorous than the first disassemble and reassemble puzzle, but maybe just because the joke had already been done, and, I don't know, the writing gave it kind of a different flavor. This is like an attempt at actual useful work. The other one was just superstition, more or less. Okay, cool. Yeah, so just squeeze a big thing through a small hole. And that's all. Pretty neat. I'm quite satisfied with this. Even if I did make this a piston arm, it can't really easily reach the core of the orange. Oranges don't have cores. You know, the center of the orange. To rotate it. So yeah, changing that to a piston would require a layout change to be more efficient. Alright, cool. I'm good with that. Okay, so apparently quintessential medium, quintessence, vanishing material. Alright, so quintessence is the center thing here. The first place it shows up is right here. Unless it's somewhere in production alchemy. Okay. I got a suggestion that I may want to actually play with this element before I see it in Sigmar's Garden 2, so alright, I'll listen to that. In that case, here's what I'm going to do. Sigmar's Garden 1. Just try and get to 18 wins, I guess. Should be fine. Alright. Lead, easy. Just gotta make one thingy. Tin, hard. Hidden behind you, so I have to access from another side. Probably here, which means this is the quicksilver that needs to go for the lead. There's no way I'm going through gold. can't get to it from here. Can't go through here. Okay, so it has to be this side. I have to remove both of those. Which means, yes, this quicksilver goes to this lead. That's required. So I have to open this up. Open this up by probably matching these two. There isn't a better candidate for this within reach. Get this out of here. That's fine. Okay, so that was your first trickery. This one will be accessible... Okay, so this is your quicksilver. Then this will become accessible through that. This one is buried in there. Oof. Behind quicksilver once again. If I can unbury you, which I think I can, then if you are your quicksilver, then that'll open this. There are a lot of these. It seems like they're auto-generated. I can sort of... It's visible what the constraints of this one are. This board is very much about burying the elements behind tricky quicksilver positions. I don't think these are all handcrafted. I hear there's like a lot of layouts, but it is a fixed number. I don't know. I don't know how much I can trust any of the information that comes my way, and I don't really go out of my way looking for it. It's fine. What am I doing? I'm trying to dig to this. So mine some tin. The tin is in that location. You need a mate. All your mates are kind of buried. Probably gonna go at it from this angle. I'll need some fire too. I think I see where I'm gonna get it. Are you a concern? Wait. Do I have one quicksilver too many? No. It does have to be specifically this one for you. Well, let's not worry about that yet, since I don't need to. And because I need to remove this anyway, let's do that now for you. Alright, fire needs a mate. I could do this. You're a trap. You're too easy to access. You go together with silver. Alright, so this is for silver. This is for tin. This is for iron. Then this is for the copper? Something like that. There's a salt here, by the way. Don't think I need to concern myself with it yet. I could use it on this fire to avoid making this choice. Because that opens up... Well, but no. I'd rather expose the fire. This move probably can't have any negative repercussions, especially because I have a free water over there. And I need to reveal this quicksilver anyway. But now I have this extra fire here, so I'll have to salt it anyway. That's fine. Oh, hold on. I have some uncomfortable stuff going on. Things I don't like. Well, I'm going to have to salt this. Where's my next salt going to come from? Wait, do I have a problem? No, next salt's going to be when I spend the tin. I'm fine. Okay, right, and the very next one is that, so I absolutely have to spend this. I don't absolutely have to. I could get to it through the salt, actually. But I mean, it just makes sense. Because now that's open, and this is open, and all this makes total sense. I'd like to leave you isolated and spend this instead. Who's more in the way? You are. You're not really in the way of much. You're in the way of this. Which might be a concern. Fire is an odd number. How am I going to get rid of you? Do I need to salt you? I might. Okay, I guess I can do that. Hold on, I'm worried about... Okay, these are fine. I have you to mate with this. And that should definitely be okay. See, because like if I salt this... then you can pair with that... and you can pair with that, and then you become a non-issue for a while. Where's the other Vitae? It's here. You're open already, but I want to leave you until... Okay, so I'll be able to get to you with the fire and the air. Yes, okay. What was my plan? This. And wait, my Quicksilver's already there. Okay. So that's good. Yes, go ahead and do the fire now. Correct your evens and odds, probably. Okay, so I can go ahead and do this. This is the last one of these. Got the gold. Okay, very little should be able to go wrong now. But I'm still going to play carefully because I don't really trust it that much. Like, look at this guy. He's fine. It's no problem. Everything's good. Alright, great. Did it. Cool. Okay, 18 wins. Good stuff. Alright, maybe my last 7, if they do indeed count toward the same total, can be in Sigmar's Garden too. Yes, it does say 18 wins. When I get to understanding whatever you are... Yeah, because it's not going to tell me about this, is it? Nope. Alright. So, I don't know how you work yet. So I should indeed try to encounter you in here first. Okay, sounds good. Alright, well in that case, I'll see you next time for Reconstruct Solvent.